Hey guys, old school customized rides here. Hope you guys enjoying your day or building some hot rods. Well, today we're working still on the Wicked 55. We still had some issues with the park park light, and I couldn't get those going, so I kind of fabricated it, did it a different way, and you'll probably think I'm either crazy or oh well, or smart, one of the two. I guess I'll say pretty smart about it. Either way, the issue I had is that when I hooked up the back brake light, I couldn't get the parking lights on the same light. I couldn't get them going together. So what I did, I added another bolt in the back, drilled it up, and put an extra light, ran the line, and the hot wire was still running. So I connected that together. So I don't have to run a fuse to it or nothing because the fuse is inside the underneath the dash, which is the fuse box. So that's still working. But I needed to run a different line to get the back brake lights working because I couldn't get them together. So what I did, I ran was come here, wait. I ran this line. This line here is for the back brakes. Okay, so it has a fuse to it. It's not together with the original, and then this one here is for my blinkers. So this it's all separate. It's all separate. So I'm only running two fuse for the blinkers and for the back brake. So that's the only way I could get it to work because I didn't want to go through the whole situation of trying to find out what wire went or what wire it was. Or I mean, it's just too much hassle. I'm not a big fan of like electrical wiring and all that stuff. So I had did that at first, and this guy had this original. I guess it's a. I don't think it's original, but I think it's a fuse that he had in there. And I figure, you know what, saves me money. I'll go to use this and get this put on here. So I had this here for the back brakes, but it didn't work. For some reason, I don't know, a fuse blew out, the lights went out, it didn't want to work anymore, and I couldn't get it to work at all. So I had to go buy new light bulbs and also bought a new fuse holder, which is this one. And I put a 20 amp to it, which is it's about right. But what happened is that I had got this wire. This wire needs to be tight. And right, let me go get the a wrench real quick. We don't want that to short out either. So what I did, I have to separate the wires now. So I got this one over here. I think when I put them together, it was just too much amp, and it must have blown the fuse or something like that. I'm not too sure. So I got it separated now. So now everything's working. It's a lot of wiring and everything, but I got it all tied down here. It's better than what it was. The old wiring that's on here, I'm not even using it. The original or from the vehicle itself, I'm not using that. Everything's separated. So we'll go ahead and turn on the lights. That way you guys can see the way everything works. The headlights are on. So come over here, babe. Look through the back. Over here. So like See, now I got the parking lights on. But that's a separate bolt. They're not together. So what I did, I have three bolts. One for the parking light, one for the brake light, and this is for the signal. So you'll see right now, as soon as I hit the brake, it's gonna brighten up. See it? Now it's bright. We'll go ahead and get the signal lights working. Working? So I thought that the switch had went out, which was this one right here. So I'm thinking this one's still good. This is the one that I bought. So all this time, what I did, when I got those two wires, I decided to put them together, and I crossed too much. There was too much current going, so I had to either blown out the light bulbs, the bolts went out, or a fuse burned out. One of the two. So I thought that the original one's on there, so I got it to work again. But I'm thinking this is still good. I'm not too sure. I might have to test it. But supposedly I looked up online. These things do go out too. They burned out. But the good thing about it is that we got the lights going, and it's probably kind of freaky if you guys think about it. Three bulbs on a 55 Bel Air, but you know what? It works. That's all that matters. It works. So I got the parking lights working now. I got the back brake working now. I got the signal lights working now. The sad thing about it is my dad yesterday decided to tell me, I don't know if the windshield wipers work. So now I'm gonna have to look into that. But the good thing, I got this. Uh, I figured it out. So I'm happy. This car's almost, like I said, it's getting closer to take out to the street, man. This is the main issue we've always had on this car. This car's been sitting here for almost 10, 15 years, and this was the problem. And yes, I have a new wiring kit, but I didn't want to go through all that. I want to see if I could just try to, you know, how you put it, half-ass it. It worked. That's all that matters. It worked. So you can see, even though I don't have, look, stay back a bit. You can see that the back brake lights worked. So they work. Everything works. And I still got to get all this wiring. Look, come here a bit. All the wiring. That's all the new wiring for this vehicle. All this. So I just gotta get everything put back on. I'm probably gonna buy that plastic cover and cover all that wiring so it won't show. But hey, it works. That's all that matters. It works. So I'm happy. I was supposed to post a video earlier, but I ran into this, and I sure didn't want to make a long video for something that, because of this. This was probably the main issue. This was probably the main problem. The reason why I wasn't getting any current. And also, yeah, by the way, I cut the wrong wire too. So that was another problem. It happens, man. That's what happened with hot rodding. But the main thing is that I finally got the lights working. I finally got it working. Your arm's getting tired of it? A little bit. Either way, guys, um, it's something that probably a lot of us are gonna end up running into one of these days of this electrical stuff. But if you're gonna run a hot wire with any type of lights or anything, just make sure you run a fuse, so that way you can protect your lights from burning out, stuff like that. You don't want to end up like what happened to me today, because that's what happened. I had that issue, and then also I ended up cutting the wrong wire that I didn't even have to cut. Yep. So I give it a good thumbs up on the electrical. I finally got the lights working, so Now I gotta figure out the windshield wipers, but it's no biggie. Uh, Usually the windshield wipers just have a positive and negative, and I don't know if it might take air. I'm not too sure on this type of car. I have to look into it. That's another thing, but that's probably the only thing we have left on this car. That's it. Just get the windshield wipers going now that I know that they're not working. But hey, man, this car's ready to roll, man. Ready to roll. Yep. What do you think, babe? Cool.
Okay.
All right. So that's pretty much what we have for today, guys. So if you run into any type of electrical stuff, take your time. Go through every wire. If you have to go through it twice, do so. Because I've been through this wiring about, I think I've been dealing with it almost a whole month before I decided to figure out what I needed to do. And a lot of it, honestly, has to do with ground, basically. A positive there, you can just go direct to your battery. And that's what I did. But just make sure you run a fuse so you can protect your light bulbs and it won't be burning out. Or fuses. Or the fuse, yeah, it protects the light bulbs, yeah. Make sure everything's properly grounded. And you'll be able to bypass it just like I did. Even in an old car like this, you're trying to figure out all that mess that this guy had underneath the dashboard. I wasn't gonna deal with that. Even when my dad had this car, he said like, "Oh, I don't know what you're gonna do. How you're gonna figure it out? Good luck." That's what he said. So it's all about patience, and yeah, it's all about patience, and then trying to figure out everything, how to get everything situated or fixed, or whatever you want to put in, what words you want to put in. Because I'm pretty sure when you go through the situation like I did, there's gonna be some bad words. There's gonna be some good words. There's gonna be some hatred words. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff coming out of you. You might just end up giving up. But don't give up. 'Cause that's what hot rodding is all about. Just keep going. Don't stop. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Well, it's still day here, but the rest of your day. And if you haven't subscribed to Old School Custom Rides, go ahead and subscribe to Old School Custom Rides. Still got more videos coming. The roaster, we still got the roaster. My Nova, my Malibu, we still got a lot of things to do around with these cars. So take it easy, take care, and they got anything to say? No?
Oh, y'all have a good night.
There you go.
Good evening. Good night.
Yeah, all in between. Either way, guys, we'll see you soon. Take it easy, take care.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share.
Yep.
Old School Custom Rides.
Laters.
Bye-bye.
Bye.